Hello everyone, welcome to my studio here in Ovid, Michigan. It's Ronda Wade and I'm excited to be doing for you today our third and final Fun Folds class. We've been doing 3 weeks of classes and this is our final one. It doesn't mean I won't be doing Fun Folds. I love them. I've been doing them for years and years and years and I'm always looking for new ones. Today I'm going to show you some of my favorites and then also a new one. But they are things that just this last 3 weeks I've been focusing really on these fun folds. So if you missed last week's, let me show you. You can always watch the replays of them, the recordings. The class is over, so you can't get it shipped to you, but you can at least try to make them on your own. So beautiful card, and look at open it up like that. Put your message on the back. That was one of them. This one was, I think, almost everyone's favorite. Hello. So it's, the card comes like this, and then you open it up, and it sits so awesome. This one says, I owe you one, or several. So that was a fun fold we made last week. And then this one is with some beautiful new, here you go, there you go. So this is a really awesome birthday one. So let me know that you're here. Obviously say hi. I'm so glad that you're joining me here in my studio. I actually just did a video like an hour ago in my Creating for Christ group. So if you're not a part of that, let me know and I can send you the link to join. It's a group. There's over like 7,000 of us. 7,000 people who love to create and they love Christ. And we join together in this group. We do prayer requests and card showers and we do Bible studies and book studies, and then every month I do a free creative project. So today I made this fun fold over there. This is one of our classes. And so again, if you want to learn about that, you can check that out over today on my Creating for Christ page. Plus the class that I'm doing. So every month I do a free class over there as well. So these were the cards that we did there. It's that same fold, but look how beautiful these cards are. And because it's Creating for Christ, a lot of times I'll do scripture verses, and this one is so beautiful. Anyway, there you go. Hello, Michelle. You get to see, I know, twice in one day. Look at that. Okay, but just so you know, after today, I am taking a little bit of a break from doing videos and Facebook Lives. It's the one time of year I really do try to unwind a little bit and really focus on my family and the reason for the season and all of that. So, but today, one more thing before we jump in, while you guys are all getting on here, is that today is a one day only, and I can't control this. This is Stampin' Up. So it just happens to be on the same day that my class goes live, that you can order, you get free shipping when you place your order over $75. So if this is your first time watching, let me explain really quick that today is an online class. And to get the class, I send the class to you. So we create card kits here in my studio. We probably create thousands, several thousands a month here in our studio. We just sent out, 4 card kits, and each card kit has 4 cards, so 16 card kits times 144. That's like 2,000 just in one event. So we send out a lot of card kits. So anyway, for this class, we will send you 2 of each card, the supplies for you to make them. We don't include the stamps and the ink because we're not supposed to, but you can purchase them. So how you get this, this class sent to you is simply, I send it to you for free. I pay for the shipping, I pay for all the cardstock, like all of that. And then we put it together for you. So all you have to do is place an order in my online store before next Monday at midnight, because Tuesday morning, first thing I do is I start cutting, we pack, we prep, and we ship. So we ship out by the very next week. So that's how you get the class sent to you for free. It is for US only, because I can't sell to other countries. And you just gotta place your order. Now, again, if you order it today, and your order is over $75, you'll get free shipping too. Okay, you guys ready? So I showed you last week's, and I'm gonna jump in and we are gonna get started. Okay, let me turn you down to my work surface. And make sure that we are pretty straight, and let's jump in. So this first card is going to be taking a piece of rich raspberry, and it's a little bit of a bigger piece. So you actually need a full sheet of cardstock for this card, which obviously makes it super, super special, right? By the way, I am trying to watch comments. You guys know I don't always do that. So if you have a question, you can ask. If I don't catch your comment, I always go back through. Terry asked if I'm having a blizzard. We're not. It's raining right now. So I'm not looking forward to blizzards at all. All right, so you're gonna start off with cutting your piece of cardstock, and I chose rich raspberry, and it's going to be 5.5 by 11. You need your scoring tools. So whenever you do fun folds, you know you gotta do a little bit of measuring. You gotta use your brain a little bit. So we are going to score this. You know, this one just has 2 score lines. So we're gonna score this at 3.5. Make sure you use your scoring tool, not your cutting. But ours is extra special because it has both. Oh, Jean just shared my video. I always forget, but Jean, that's awesome. I appreciate it when you do that, because when you share it, number one, it's easy for you to find again. I have so many customers that will message me and be like, Rhonda, I know I watched your video, but I can't find it again. So if you share it, then it'll be easy for you to find this again so you can make more of these later. But it also, I always think sharing is caring, right? And it, so other people can learn how to make these awesome cards too. All right, so 3.5 and then 7.25. So thank you, Jean, for reminding me of that. So those are I did 3.5 and 7.75. There you go. Oh my God, that one didn't look right, but it's okay. I'm gonna cover that up. So 3.5 and 7.75 are your score marks. And this is actually going to make just a simple, I don't even know what kind of fold that is, but a simple fold like this, so that when they actually open it, it opens up kind of fun like that, and it can go either direction. The next step I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of our set of dies, and the dies that I'm using, which is my most used, is the scalloped contours. And it has all like the awesome shapes, and it has this this border in it. And I'm going to run this down and on the front of our card, and I'm going to run that through my Stampin' Cut emboss machine. With the magic of television, I'm going to pop out that is already done. And the cool part about it too is I got the right score marks on this one. So I'm going to fold this, and again, it is just like this. And this is the outside of the card. So, but now it has that really pretty ruffly there along the edge. All right, got a couple pieces of Designer Series paper. I'm gonna get out my Stampin' Seal Plus, whoops, sorry, and my dimensionals too. I have, the paper I'm using is the Awash and Beauty paper. This is what I'm also featuring. You can see some of this beautiful paper. This is in the Creating for Christ class, but look at all this gorgeous paper. It's great for, like, to me this is a little wintry looking, but then it also has got springy colors. It's very, very versatile. So it's the Awash and Beauty. It's $12, and it's in the annual catalog. So you should be able to get it. Right now there's lots of things that have sold out of the holiday catalog, but we're pretty safe on the annual catalog. So this piece here is 2.5 by 5.25, and that's gonna get glued down. Look how beautiful that paper is to that side. And then I have another piece that's gonna get glued down to here. And this is just the flip side. So this is one of the ones that's tricky because both sides are awesome. But they both coordinate really well together. So we'll do, and this one, I think it's like little mossy meadow flowers. We'll go this way. But look, when you fold it up, look how pretty that looks. They look so beautiful together. All right, on the inside of this, I am going to put a piece of our basic white, just 3 3/4 by 5. And it's a piece obviously for you to write your message. You can keep stamping, you can keep doing, you can keep decorating the whole inside of this if you want to as well. So there's kind of like the bones of our card, and then we're going to decorate it. Now to decorate it, I've grabbed some of some items here that are some of my favorites. This is the Designer Frames dies. It is a smaller oval, and again, the inside, and then there's the outside oval when you run those through. I think I brought them out here. Nope. And then I'm going to use the charming, it's not snowing here, but it is cold. So there is my heater kicking on. But this is, I'm using the Charming Sentiment stamp set. This is one of my must-haves. If people always say, what stamp set? This is one I'm using like for words all the time. So I love this paper. And then I wanted just to go, guess what? I go to this stamp set when I need words. Here's for babies, grateful, gratitude, birthday, thank you, like everything. So what I'm gonna be using is this Faith Over Fear. This is one of our $1 million stamp sets, which meant somebody who sold $1 million, this was kind of like their idea. So I'm gonna take, look at this. You guys know I have Nancy, right? Look what Nancy did. She literally stamped each one and ran them through and then glued them down so that you can read what they say. Because they're photopolymer, and then on this side is all the words, but they're backwards, so you can't read them. So over here, I know, she's incredible. And then she's numbered them. So if I can go to 5 here, I can go to 5 there. So if you have this, I highly recommend that you do this. Just run them through and then number them. And then, because they are, over here, then they're numbered over here, then you'll know what they say. That's just a cool little thing that Nancy did for me. Very, very cool. All right, so now I'm gonna take the Blackberry Bliss stamp pad. That's the color cardstock I used. And I'm gonna stamp that on that oval. And I know it's gonna be upside down for you, but this is what I gotta make sure I kind of get centered. So I wanna, there. So it says Faith Over Fear. And I ran through a deckled rectangle. So hopefully you guys are all got out your wish list. Because remember, if your order today is at least $35, then I send you the card kit for free. So I'll send you the supplies for 2 for each card. Thank you for your hearts, I love it. And then if you spend over $50, then you're going to get a free extra gift. And your free gift for this week are brushed brass butterflies. I actually, just so you know, today, when I was coming up with the projects, I picked all of like my favorite things that are not Christmas. And one of my favorite papers is the Wash and Beauty. One of my favorite and most used stamp sets is Charming Sentiments. And I love these butterflies so much. I've gone through just packs and packs of them. I've used them a lot. So some of you might have some already, but trust me, you're gonna want more. So if you spend over $50, then I put these in there for free. And they're normally $9. They're not cheap. They're not a cheap embellishment. They are actually beautiful, and they're brass butterflies, but they're flat, so that when you mail them, that they don't cost extra postage. So that's your free gift. If your order goes over $50. Either way, and then again today only, if it's over $75, then you get free shipping too. That saves you like $8 or $9. That's a lot. All right, so I just glued down another little piece. Actually, this piece was just hanging out afterwards, so I stuck it down there. And then I'm going to take the oval with my Tombow glue, which we all know I have a very much a love-hate relationship with it, but today we're gonna love it, right? And I'm just gonna put that here around my oval, because I want this to glue all the way down. There you go. And there we go. This is going to get glued down to here. And just tap it down for a second. That baby's not going anywhere. And then on my Faith Over Fear, that one we're going to take our dimensionals and put that down like this. All right. There you go. And so that is going to kind of pop up there. Last but not least, I have a little heart that I ran through with the Celebrate tags. And that one The little heart is gonna go down here. I really didn't want to do a whole lot of extra more embellishments because my butterflies are the focal point for this. So let me put on a few of these butterflies, grab our pick tool, and grab those, because look at that. This is just almost immediately gonna make this like so, they're so easy. And the thing I also like about butterflies is like they just pretty much any direction that you go, they look good. So see what a difference those little butterflies made? And they can fly all over the place. All right, so there's our little focal point, and this is going to go put down to the front of our card. Now how I'm going to attach this is a little bit different. When you cut this card to 5.5 by 11, you are left with like these long strips. So I cut this down. This is 1 1/4. So I'm going to wrap. This is what the card looks like. I'm just going to wrap this around. So I'm going to create what they call a belly band. There you go. I'm actually going to write this here. This is a fun card. Remember, the point of this class is fun folds. So this is a little unique, but it is fun. So when you send this to somebody, they are going to love it. It's a special card. And it doesn't take that much more work than a regular card. So again, this band, you want to make sure it kind of slides on and off. And then I'm using some of the our white crinkle ribbon, kind of a staple too. It's almost like, to me, like air. Like it's very light and very soft, which this card kind of is light and soft. So I'm gonna wrap this around the belly band, and I'm gonna wrap it around twice. Whenever I use this ribbon, I like to wrap it around twice, which is why like I go through it so much. All right, and then I'm gonna tie a bow. I'm gonna try to tie a bow here off to this side. And this just is gonna give it that really nice soft touch. I've got some glue on my finger, so it's making it a little bit tricky for me. Let's see. Not too bad. All right, that was pretty smooth there. I was expecting it to be, because my hands are sticky. All right, so that's, and I also like white crinkle ribbon because it doesn't add extra bulk to your card, so you don't need extra postage when you use that. All right, last thing to do is to take our dimensionals, and I'm gonna put them on the belly band because that's where I wanna stick my, this is where I wanna stick my thing, my focal point here to the belly band. All right, this is a fun fold, fun cutting, fun everything. And look at that, such a special card. I'm sure you guys would know many people that you could send this to that would truly love it and they need it to lift them up. Look at that card, slip it off, and then open it up, and then inside is your message. And of course, you could keep on decorating. You guys know me, I kind of keep things a little bit more simple, and then you can go as hog wild on it as you want to. I think it needs I honestly think it could use about 20 more butterflies, but I'm gonna put just a couple of them on here. I think over here, like on the green part, it'll be neat to have some butterflies there too. So these, again, are thin and light, and they just add that perfect amount of softness and glitz and gold. All right, oh, thank you for your hearts. All right, there's card number 1. And of course, you can create an envelope to match by putting some of the leftover designer series paper on the flap. Now look at that, when someone gets that in the mail, they are gonna know that you love them. All right, our next card is using a half sheet of smoky slate. I'm gonna make sure I got the right, put that stamp pad away and grab out my correct ones. Okay, and we're using the butterflies on all the cards. So this is a half sheet of smoky slate. Oh, Jennifer's gonna use that layout for her swaps. It is a beautiful card. Hi, Rhonda. Rhonda, you have no H in your name like me. There's not very many of us with no H. So I love it when I see a Ronda with no H pop on. I love all Rondas, don't get me wrong, but the ones with no H's always impress me. All right, so for this card, we're using a half a sheet of smoky slate, and we're just gonna fold that in half. I then, one of my other favorite items out of, again, today is all about my favorites right now, is there's a Cottage gingham paper, and you get 48 sheets. It's on sale for $18, and normally it's $30 if it hasn't sold out yet today. I looked today and it was still on there. So it has all the different colors. It has oranges and greens and reds and grays and blacks and yellows and all kinds of beautiful colors. So this is gonna get glued down to the front of my card. Or not, actually, not the front, the inside front of the card. So next we're going to, this one does not take any scoring, but it takes a little bit of cutting. So what I gotta do, so this is the inside of our card. I'm going to put the 4 1/4 line where I folded it on the cutting line. So you're gonna cut. And so this one's no scoring, it's just cutting. So I'm gonna go, again, what I love about our trimmer, if you can see, is the measurements are on the side too. Now that's clear. I showed you this before, but we put a strip of tear and tape. It's white all the way down. So now I can see the numbers really good. So now I can see them super good. All right, so I'm gonna go down 1 inch and stop. So I'm gonna cut to 1 inch, and then I'm gonna stop right there. So I just cut down 1 inch on that fold. Now I'm going to go from where I stopped cutting, which was 1 inch. I'm gonna go from there to this tip over here, if you can see that. There you go. So I'm gonna go cut from, I'm gonna basically cut a diagonal, but you have to go down 1 inch. So I'm going to try to not move, and then I can go to this here and then stop. Well, close enough. I don't want to go too far, so I don't want to take a chance of going too far. So just snip that rest of that way there. There. So now I created this diagonal slice like that. Now save this, because I'm going to show you something really cool we're going to do with that. At least I think it's really cool. Okay, so we're creating a little bit of a pocket. So I'm going to take, and you need your Stampin' Seal Plus for this, or your green glue, because you don't want this to fall apart. So you're going to create a pocket down there. So now you can obviously put all kinds of things here, right? We're going to put lots of fun things there. The next thing I did was I took this leftover piece that remember we cut this piece off, and then I ran it through my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine with the brick and mortar. I love the fact that our folders have a line there. So I could line this up, and then I ran it through, and again, by the beautifulness of video, look, there it is. So that's the brick and mortar. And I took this one, and now I'm just gonna, the straight line should be perfect, because it is where I just cut it off of here. I'm just gonna stop a little bit short. I didn't mean to glue that yet, because I needed to, I'm gonna mark, you can use a pencil, a pen. I'm gonna mark where I want this to get cut off. So I would not have glued that down yet, because I gotta cut it. So I'm gonna go back to my cutter, and I'm just gonna trim that off right where I've got that line. And then that's the size that I need. There you go. Sometimes, there. Now, that's the perfect measurement to go like here, right there, perfect. Not a single piece is wasted on this card. And I think that brick and mortar down there really gives this card kind of a cool look. So that's how I did that, super easy. I'm taking a 3x4 piece of basic white, and then I'm taking a 3 1/4 by 4 1/4 piece of Pool Party. So this is, my point of this card is just to make you a beautiful spring card. And the stamp set that we're using, it's still available. At least it was an hour ago when I checked. I used it right away out of the gate, and it still is definitely one of my favorites, the Cottage Wreaths bundle. A lot of you might have it. Let me show you some. Look at these beautiful samples. This one's just white and champagne. Again, this is a kind of a springy one too. So it's good for not even just, I haven't even showed you a Christmas one yet, but so these are my non-Christmassy ones. I have a whole stack of Christmassy ones too somewhere. I think I actually am using them for Christmas cards right now. I'm filling out Christmas cards. But see, like it is not just for Christmas. So that's why I wanted to pull it out, because of course you can. But so we're going to stamp, I'm using shades of gray. So, and I'm gonna stamp there's a big, huge wreath, not huge, but a wreath that has like more of the leaves. And I'm gonna stamp that in our smoky slate, which is our lighter color gray. Put this over here. And I'm gonna stamp that. I'll tell you that at first it was tricky to line, because now, so what I like to do next is now I like to cut this out. And there is a set of matching dies that has, you know, it also has wreaths that you can do that don't require any cutting. So you just cut out the wreaths, and then it has, and here's one that I already did because I wanted to not have to worry about it in front of you guys. So I went ahead and cut it out. Look at, and you could line it up. It gets really easy to line up when you've done a couple of them. And then I'm going to take a pool party, and the pool party and basic gray. So inside this set is almost like the branches too. So I'm gonna take the branches, and I've done these in so many cool colors, like mixtures of browns or blacks. I gotta stick this thing down, it doesn't, here. So this is the darker gray, basic gray. And there is probably a way to line this up, but I don't think it's necessary. I think the sticks look good just wherever there's sticks. So just like the branches. So that's the basic gray. And then I have my pool party, and they have like the little dots. I definitely have almost lost this a couple times, so don't lose this. So this, obviously if you're doing it for Christmas, they're like little holly berries, and I don't even know what dots would be, blue, so it doesn't matter. This is all, who cares if it's realistic? It's all about, do the colors look good? So pool party and gray look so good together. So I added some pool party dots, and again, this is a soft spring winter card, so it's not really like huge, you know, it's sticking out there. Then we're gonna take our dimensionals, go back to our layering of paper here. I love this wreath and have made it in so many different styles and colors. Did it in cardstock and added like the fall, the spiders for Halloween. So if you don't have this one, then there you go. Oh, Michelle understands because of the L. Yep, I'm Rhonda without an H, and you're Michelle with one L. All right, so I'm just gonna stick that down there to the front. This is gonna get glued down to that piece of pool party. It's 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. Then I'm going to tie a bow. Now I actually, again, I was gonna use the white crinkle ribbon because again, this is really pretty for just bows too, but we have this pool party sheer ribbon that if I'm ever using pool party, it's the perfect excuse to use this ribbon. So I'm gonna tie a bow, and again, with the magic of television, I already got that done, and we're going to my little magic. I have a new magic container. It was a part of our Secret Santa gift exchange, and I stole it from my friend Chris Colley. But it helps me keep all my projects organized, and so far, so good. So I'm going to put that down on our beautiful winter spring wreath. Last but not least, this has one of my favorite sayings. Besides the faith over fear, my next favorite one is, some people just make life better. And I cannot tell you how true that is. All of you guys make my life better. And it's good to remind people of that. All right, so that's gonna get stamped. I'm gonna mess this up. Let me pull this bow off because that's gonna get in the way. And all right, so some people just make life better. And I think if I just stamp that again, I would stamp it with a gray. so that it's stuck out a little bit more, but it looks good to pool party as well. All right, we're almost done. So this, look at that, is going to get put onto the front of our card. Now what I do is I like to put glue on this part. I put glue on my sample. I was trying to glue over here and I kept getting it in the wrong place. So this one, you want to put glue just on that corner over here. And now you have a perfect card that's like, and I need a little bit more glue here. See, it's easier to put glue on when you know where you want to put the glue. So now you have this really awesome card that's perfect for, so I would put like my, my message on here, and that would tuck right here. I gotta put some glue down here, because that's coming up too. There you go. So there you go. And then this will get tucked right inside there. I also think this is what I would do for a gift card holder. So if you wanted to give like, put your little message in there, and then you could tuck in a gift card, you could tuck in, if you're still looking for ways to make gift cards. So here's my version that I practiced. Oh, that's right, I can't forget my butterflies. That's like my favorite part of the card. Definitely cannot forget my butterflies. So then, this is made for you just to sprinkle those butterflies on. And, right, I love sprinkling it around the words. There you go. Some people just make life better. I need one more little one. Let's see, one more little one, right there. Okay, so there's our finished pool party version. Here's the version that I did when I was practicing for you. This is a Calypso coral. Again, you could, the format of this card, and then again, it just has a piece of paper in there that you pull out and put your message on. You'll tuck in. So it's just a very unique, again, a unique, fun card, and that's why you're watching this, right? Trying to come up with some fun card ideas, and it uses exactly the same supplies. Here's another kind of similar concept, but not exactly the same. But again, you just create the diagonal, and then you have a little piece that tucks in there. This was, I got from my friend Wendy Lee, and that's kind of what, it just kind of inspired me to create these for you guys. All right, that was card number 2. Are you ready for card number 3? And then no more magic pops. So did I show you this guys last week? I have this new magic container. So I have now been getting everything ready and putting it in here. So that way, and each card has its own little slot, so I'm a little bit more organized, and all the pieces are not like, I always kept losing my pieces everywhere. So now I just keep the pieces right in there. So far, it's helping a little bit. So I still lose things up here. You would think in this big of a space, things wouldn't get lost so much, but it does. All right, so there is the Cottage Wreath bundle. I absolutely, positively encourage you guys. It is one of my favorite ones for sure. Next up, our third card is going to be using a piece of our Petal Pink, and it is 4 1/4 by 11. And the first thing you want to do, and this is a brand new fold that I have never used before, and so I hope I don't mess it up. I gotta get out, again, let me get out my pieces that I have, and we're gonna go from there. So first thing is you're gonna fold this in half. So this is our Petal Pink. You'll have to let me know if you guys have seen this before. This was a new one for me. And even after 21 years, it is crazy how much you learn new all the time. So this one just gets folded right in half, and then you are going to take your paper trimmer. So today had a lot more like just fun kind of cutting, I would say, some different cutting. And you're gonna cut off 3 inches. And so you're gonna cut this off 3 inches. The paper that I am featuring, let me get out all my supplies I need before I get too far along. All right, I'm using the Kindest Gnomes. Let me tell you a little bit about this. This was in the holiday catalog. Some of you have already bought it, and you're great. The bundle is still available as of today when I looked. And this one is kind of wintry. I mean, again, these gnomes are so cute. You could use it year round too. But it's retiring. You're not gonna be able to get the stamp set very much longer. It's gonna sell out. The dies though are gonna be available again next year, and we have a brand new stamp set that's gonna coordinate. So if you've been wondering, should I buy this, should I not buy it, you definitely wanna get it. And I knew a lot of you probably had it. I did a stamp camp on this like 4 months ago, and it sold out like in 12 hours. It's probably my fastest selling stamp camp I've ever had. So I know it's a pretty popular one. The paper that I'm using were the other ones that I showed you last week. It's called Dandy paper, and it's a sneak peek. It's going to be free in the new in our celebration. So it's upcoming. You can't get it yet unless you're a demonstrator. That's why I have it. But you will get it. I will cut it for you and put it in your class. So it has shades of like petal pink, but also shades of freesia and all kinds of greens and coastal cabana. It is going to be a hot ticket item. All right, first up, I'm going to look at this. This one is a hard one. Like, which piece do I put down? They're both sides are so pretty. But I'm going to glue down. This is 3 3/4 by 5, so it's a little bit smaller. And then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take another piece of that designer series paper, 1 by 4, and I'm going to glue that down. So let's see here this is all about fun cards, and I love this color combination. Must be I did this one. Let's see. I gotta take off it's gonna go all the way down. So it was 1 by 4 1/4. Yep, 1 by 4 1/4. I made these yesterday, and you would have thought I made them a month ago. Like, my brain's like, what the heck did I do? I don't even remember. So, okay, I've got these pieces too. Let's see if I know what they do. This one is a 3 by 3 square, and it is our snowy velvet white, which is out of the current mini catalog, and it's still available, as far as I know. And then we're going, because I'm telling you guys that because the things, and they sell out very quickly. It is just the nature of the product. And the selling season's almost over, so there's still like some awesome things, but they could just sell out and very quickly. So that is going to get glued down. And I'm gonna leave a little bit of space here, but not much. So I'm going to glue this down. So this is that snowy velvet. You can't feel it, but man, is it soft and fuzzy. It creates another fun dimension for this card. So I'm going to glue this down here and just put glue on that one side. Next, I have 2 squares, and this is the same designer series paper, and then this is just a piece of our basic white. And they're both 2.5 by 2.5, so they're the same exact size. That's on purpose. So you're going to just layer them up together. Again, the same size. Take your paper trimmer, and we are going to cut this diagonal to diagonal. Let's see if I can do that. You can see. So I put each tip on the line, and then we're just going to cut that from, one to the other. So you actually you only need 1/2, so you could actually use this to make two cards with. What you're going to do next is this piece is going to go up here in this corner, but it needs to go up it needs to be lifted up. There's two different things you can use. You can use if you need to make a lot of these, then you can use our foam adhesive sheets, and you could just cut this into strips and then just do 2 strips. So this is the best. So you already you have this, you have it in there. You can also, so I'm just gonna cut this in like a little, like a 1/4 inch piece. And that is, I'm gonna put 1 on 1, let's see here. So this piece is gonna go over there. And I just trim that off. I want to stick it over. There you go. And then this other piece is gonna go over here. So you wanna leave the rest of it open. Does that make sense? So there you go. You have foam adhesive sheets, which I use these for a lot of things, but this is just another little trick I learned on this one. Okay, so once you have that, then you're going to pull this off, like so. Whoops. Let's go back to our card. Remember, it's gonna go up here in the corner, and it goes right up there in the corner. Like that. isn't this color scheme so fun? So now look, this is, we're already to the punchline, but look how cute that is, where it opens up and then it also tucks right in there. I do have this piece of white that you can also glue inside there if you want to, or you can put, you know, your message on there, or you can write right on this designer series paper too. So, or you can put like a circle or something else that you want to. So let me finish my card here. I stamped. It was hard to choose which gnome. It was really hard to choose which gnome to use. They're all so cute. But this one obviously is not a Christmas card, so I didn't want it to be Christmassy. So, and I'm gonna send this one, whenever I make a card, I always have in mind who I wanna send it to. I'm gonna send this to one of my friends, and so she is a girl. So I wanna use this girl one with the braids. I think she's really cute. So I stamped her with Memento ink, and I went ahead, and then so I stamped her with Memento black, and then I ran it through with the matching dies. So the gnomes they will cut out all of the dies. What I do, which is I think very important, is I use a piece of washi tape to hold the die in place, so that way it doesn't wiggle at all. So because if it wiggles, it just doesn't cut the best. So this one was really good. Then I went ahead and colored her in with our blends, and I used Petal Pink and Calypso Coral. I used some of the yellows, and then obviously all of our skin tones. So I think she is super adorable. I'm gonna take her, and I'm going to glue her down with dimensionals to the front of our card right here. So, well, I actually want to tuck this in, because you want to make sure that now I'll glue it down, because I want it to be more centered with it tucked in like that. So I'm going to put it a little bit off here to the side. Can you guys see how adorable it is? So cute. The ribbon that I'm using is our white organza sparkle ribbon. This is for a girl, so it definitely is going to be, now if you wanted to make this, I wanted to take the time yesterday when I was creating this to create one in shades of blue, so you could easily make this for, you know, a man or a boy or a teenager, or, you know, something with different shades. I was going for, again, I know who I'm sending this to, and they like sparkle and girly, and so I wanted to do, that's what I decided to do with this one. So I'm just gonna go ahead and tie this into a bow. I love this white organza. I think I've used it every week. I know I've had to order it every week, and I feel like I'm cutting it every week. So it's definitely one of my most used ribbons. All right, and tie that there. So let's make it so it's not quite so long. There you go. So that's where we're at. Last but not least, I have, see, this is my problem, is I took it out of my little holder already, and I probably got it, oh, there it is. I have one of our stylish shapes right there, and I'm going to take my Calypso Coral stamp pad, which I don't think I put in here. Jane, do you mind grabbing me the Calypso Coral stamp pad? I would use basic gray, but I don't think that would look right. We're going to go to our gnome, the Kindest gnome stamp set, and I love the one that says, "You know me so well." I know you got friends. Thank you. I have friends that know you so well. This makes it even cuter. So I'm gonna take the "You know me so well" and stamp that here. Oh shoot, I did it crooked. I knew I needed it. When I do these, I gotta look at it. I know you guys, you can't see me doing it, but there. Now it's straight. So "You know me so well." Do a couple dimensionals, cover up my crookedness here. No one will ever see it, and you guys won't tell anybody, right? And then this is gonna go right over here. There you go. So here's our card. Last but not least, we're gonna sprinkle, again, this is a springy one, so, and I think gnomes are perfect. I don't know why I keep struggling with that when I could just use my pick tool. I think these are outdoorsy, so it's perfect for some cute little butterflies that are just gonna be, and they have, you know, the 2 sizes, so I love those together. There. Even on just today's card, I'm gonna go through most all of them. So again, if you spend over $50 in my online store, then you get to get the butterflies will be added for free. So here's the fun fold on this one. It's more of a fun tuck. It was a fun cut, lots of different aspects. So, all right, let me bring you guys up here. Thank you for hanging around. Let me show you all 3 cards. Some of you I see are just joining. We got a lot of you more on here. So I know I hate to do it. You gotta pick a favorite. I actually love to go through and see what everyone's favorite is. So this was card number 1, and they are all very different. They're all like different shades, and some like this one. Our first one is very beautiful, very like more like deep, rich tones. So, and again, all of the video, when you place your order to get the cards for you for free, then I will also send you the tutorial with all the directions, the measurements, and all of that. So if you ordered last week's class, thank you. Your kits have shipped and your tutorial was just emailed to you. So there is the card, and then this one has the belly band that comes off, and then it has this fun like trifold card. And then so there is our card number 1. Hey, listen, all of you who are saying I love all 3, you can't do that. And then you gotta choose. So there is 1. I haven't picked my choice yet. Here was 2. I love both of the colors. So we demonstrated the pool party one, but I really think I love the Calypso Coral. Like I think it just pops a little bit more. So this is the one that's a tuck card. So it's like a diagonal, and then it tucks inside. You would tuck a gift card. You would tuck, you would tuck your message, you know, so it's like, or you could obviously put in there like a bookmark, or if you want to tuck in some candy. So I guess you would call that a tuck card, but it's kind of neat how that works. And then our third one was our Kindest Gnomes. This is a tuck card too, right? So this one is where you create this little corner here, and then this opens up like that. And again, if you wanted to, you could put a piece of paper on there if you wanted to actually write a whole bunch to somebody. I'm just gonna write I love you inside and sign my name. So, but look how fun that one is. And look at these beautiful, fun colors. So again, if you spend over $50, then you're going to get the butterflies for free. And those are $9. Those brass butterflies are not cheap. They're not plastic, they are brass, and they're flat, so they don't add the extra bulk when you ship them. So I posted my link already here. If you're on my email list, then I will email you out the link as well. And I emailed it out this morning. So you can't tell, I definitely love to communicate so that you know. But you have to use that link because you have to order, so I have to know that you want that card kit sent to you. So you get 2 of each card of all of these. You just provide the inks and the paper, and the inks and the stamps. I will provide, I'll cut all the paper for you and put in there. I'll give you the ribbon, and all the cardstock is actually cut too. So save you time, have fun, just sit down. I know Michelle picked this one as her favorite. Here's my inspiration. Look at this cute card. I didn't do this one because the Scotty Dog stamp set is not available anymore. And I have done probably about 50 cards with the Scotty Dog, so I figured you guys might be sick of it. I'm not sick of it. I love the Scotty Dog. But this was my inspiration for the tuck card. But I wanted to show you, they did put a piece of white on the inside. So I wanted to show you that just so you could see. But it was new to me too, Michelle. It was a new fold, and I really liked it. And I totally, like, this is how you can take an inspiration like this one, and then you can totally make it like a totally different springy, fun feel. And I know it's winter, but there you go. Christina said, how do you get the card kits? This is my online class, and this is how I do all my classes. They're free when you purchase. So Christina, you have to place an order of at least $35 or more in my online store. I shared the link in this video. I embedded it into this video, and then I'll share it again too. I'll make sure that you can see it in several different places. And you can order anything you want. You can order the things to make the cards if you don't already own them, or you can order some of the paper. You can order adhesive, cardstock. If it's over $35, you get just the kit. And it's 2 of each card. And then if you order over $50, then I'll put in a free gift. And this week's free gift is the brass butterflies. And then because they're like one of my absolute favorite embellishments that we carry. And then just for today, if you spend over $75, Stampin' Up is giving you free shipping. Let's see, Rosemary said, I saw a question, does the kit have these fun folds? Yes, so the kit is for these cards. These 3 cards I just showed you. You'll make 2 of each of them. You have to order by Monday at midnight, and you have to use that link because that's how I know that you're ordering for the class. It has what we call a host code. It's embedded in the link, so I'll know what you're ordering for. And then on Tuesday, I start cutting, we pack them up, we prep them, we put them in envelopes, and we ship them to you for free. So you just have to put that order in before Monday at midnight, and then you'll qualify for it. And then I'll also send you next week, probably about Thursday, once the kits ship, we usually ship them on Thursday, then I will email you the tutorial as well. And if you are part of my Creative Corner, I have the tutorial is already loaded for the first 2 classes on there. At least I think it is. If not, I'll get the other one out there. But they will go on there too as well. All right, thank you guys for joining me for my 3rd Fun Folds class. I'm going to be taking a short break of videos. We still have 5 different classes to ship out here in our studio. And then I take off a couple weeks, 2 weeks I take off from working in my studio during the holidays to spend time with my family. It's obviously Christmas, but it's also my husband's birthday, my son's birthday. It's my anniversary. I've been married 28 years this year, 28 years to my high school sweetheart. We've got lots to celebrate. It's also my sister's birthday, and then it's New Year. So it's actually not a restful time. It is a crazy time for my family. So I do take off a couple weeks to Deborah said, are the PDFs available to purchase? How you purchase the PDFs is by ordering the class. So, or you can, if you're on Creative Corner, they're on there. So basically, yes. Creative Corner is only $14.95 a month, and there are thousands of PDFs on there. Thousands. And then also all my new ones will go on there. So for $14.95, you can join Creative Corner. So yes, you can purchase the PDF by being on Creative Corner. That's like, it's on my website. You can go to rondawade.com and Creative Corner is on there. It's such an incredibly amazing resource. And every month we post at least 10 online classes. They are exclusive classes that people pay for. And we also have just other exclusive projects on there. So it is an incredible resource. We have over almost 1,000 members on Creative Corner. It's awesome. So that's the only way to purchase it. Otherwise, you get it, I send you the tutorial when you order the class. And then I also send you the card kit too. Thank you, Darla. Darla said Creative Corner is awesome. Thank you. I'm glad that you use it. It is a really great resource. So everything on there has tutorials, directions, pictures, and they're full classes for you to copy too. And then we have obviously some just random projects too, but they are exclusive ones that, like my stamp camps, my retreats, people pay a lot of money for those, and they're on Creative Corner there all the time. All right, thank you guys for joining me. I love you. I might pop in one more time for the end of the year. If I don't, have a very, very, very Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year. I am so incredibly grateful for you, and the year that we've had, 2022, especially in my business, has been an amazing year, and it just keeps growing. It makes me really excited to see where we're going to be next year and how you impact my life and how I can impact your life, and we can impact the world around us with our creativity, our crafting. So I'm not going, I'll be really busy working, but I might not be doing any videos in the next couple weeks, but I will be back in the new year. I'm already planning a birthday card series. So stay tuned for some really awesome birthday cards coming up in the year 2023. We all gotta stock up. We got a lot of birthdays to celebrate. All right, have a great day. Bye-bye.